Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the 8th of January. What is that day? Wednesday, I think. So let's go ahead and start with Aries. Excuse me. Aries. Okay, I think we're going to use the Lenormand and the tarot again today. We did that a few days ago, and I kind of liked the results there. It takes a little bit more shuffle time, but I think it might be okay for once in a while. So your tarot card, Aries, is the Knight of Pentacles. And then your Lenormand cards are the Man and the Clouds. Okay? So basically what this says is that Aries, you're trying to make sure that your budget is covered. You're trying to make sure that you're not doing any impulse spending, and you're trying to make sure you're doing whatever it takes to bring in the income that you need to cover your budget. All right? And what we have going on here with the Man and the Clouds, using to kind of clarify this card, this just means that there is some confusion about either yourself, if you happen to be male, or if you happen to be female. This might be some kind of confusion about how much you can rely on somebody else's input to make your budget work. Okay, so like if you're coupled up and you have somebody else that helps you, normally there may be something going on with their income that's questionable and makes you wonder, if they're going to be able to help you with the budget like they normally would, or if they're going to actually do the things that they said they would or not. Okay, so that's for Aries. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever did that. I appreciate that. Thank you also to those of you who are sharing these videos as well. Both of those help to grow the channel, so I do appreciate that. All right, so this is for Taurus for January 8th. The tarot card that you have coming up, Taurus, is the Queen of Swords. All right. And then let's take a peek at your Lenormands, which will clarify the Queen of Swords. I do feel like the Queen of Swords is somebody that you're interacting with more than your own character that you're taking on. Queen of Swords is somebody who's very street smart. She's been around a while. She's had some losses. She may have had somebody that has passed away that was very close to her, or she has just dealt with some losses. A lot of times, someone who is a widow will show up as a Queen of Swords. So first Lenormand card just popped out. And because of those losses, she has a lot of wisdom because she's been around the bend a little bit. Hello there, Socialista, Shakoya. Hello, hello. All right, so for this Queen of Swords, what do we have coming up? We've got the Mountain and we've got the Book. Okay, so the other thing about Queen of Swords is she's always looking for the truth, seeking that truth with that sword there. And what we have here is that she's having some obstacles with finding the truth. There's some kind of secret that she's not able to unlock right now that she's looking for. Okay, so a little bit of frustration going on there as somebody is looking for information that they're having a hard time finding for you Tauruses. And this is, like I said, it felt like somebody you're interacting with, not just you guys. So I think that, you're running across somebody who is really experiencing some frustration about not being able to find that information that they need. Hello there, Aurea. Welcome. Does it? Next, we're moving on to Gemini. It's way too early for that to be you. Maybe you're interacting with a Taurus tomorrow. Okay, so next up is Gemini for January the 8th. We do have company around here. If you guys hear some extra noise, sounds like somebody's getting excited about something out there. I don't know if that's getting picked up on my microphone or not, but if it is, my apologies. All right. Aries just had this. Okay, so Geminis, you have the Knight of Pentacles showing up. Now for a tarot card, that just talks about the budget in general, making sure that the budget is covered. I like it. I like it, says Lisa. Let's pull the Lenormand cards to clarify a little bit more about what's going on with the budget for Geminis. Okay. Oh, interesting. This isn't so much about the budget. Okay, so you had the Knight of Pentacles for your tarot, and you have the cross and the heart for your Lenormand. So basically, this tells me that you are putting in some energy and effort into a difficult love situation that you have going on Wednesday. I think that's Wednesday, the 8th. Let me just double check. Yeah, on Wednesday. Okay. So you are putting in energy and effort trying to make sure that you're doing whatever it takes to make sure that this love relationship, which right now is under some kind of stress or strain, actually moves forward and ends up being fine. Okay. So that's what you're working on Wednesday, the 8th, Geminis. All right, let's look at Cancer next. For those of you who don't know, I do offer private readings either by phone or by Skype. And you can find out how to get a hold of me at the website listed in the description box below. These cards I'm shuffling right now are going to be for Cancer. Cancer, you got the Ace of Wands showing up in reverse. Okay. I'm doing fantastic, thank you. There's your first Lenormand. Both of your Lenormands came out. Okay. Okay, so Cancer. Tarot card was Ace of Wands in reverse. The Lenormand is the snake and the ship. So, Ace of Wands in reverse talks about working on backing out of a contract, a commitment, an agreement. And, we're in this, and now you're realizing that this is really not what you want for yourself. Okay. And this is, I think that you may be trying to back out of something online with the ship here, something that is at a distance from you. And I think that you're trying to do this in some sort of sideways way. So you may not just be coming at somebody and saying, hey, I need to back out of this contract. You may be trying to step down your subscription level or step down your involvement at some point and then go ahead and back down. But I think that you're trying to do this, you're not trying to do this head on. You're trying to come in and do this sideways, trying to get out of this contract. Okay. And that is for Cancers. It's interesting because I never have really seen people trying to get out of contracts that often before, but lately it's coming up a lot for a lot of different signs too. Not used to seeing that, but we're in eclipse season where things are being eclipsed out, so maybe that's why. Oh, I don't know about that. I would like to think that there are members of every sign that have a lot of integrity. All right, so anyway, this is for Leo, and this is for Leo for January the 8th. Okay, Leo, you had something that volunteered out. You had the Seven of Swords showing up here, so we're going to take that since it volunteered. Thank you guys for the thumbs ups and for sharing this video. The more people I get to help, the happier I am, and both of those help me help more people. And this is for Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay. I already told you have Seven of Wands for your tarot card. And then for your Lenormand, you have the clouds and the bouquet. All right. So, Leos, you have your guards up. You have your boundaries up. All right. And there is somebody who is making a visit to you, and they have the motivations for them coming for the visit are not exactly clear. There's some kind of confusing messages coming along about why they're coming to make this visit. And that is part of why you're keeping your boundaries up. I think you would have your boundaries up anyway, but the fact that they're not being very clear and straightforward about why they're coming to see you just accentuates this idea of, you know what, I don't really trust these people. I'm going to keep my boundaries up, keep my guard up as long as they're around. Okay. So that's what we have for Leos, Leos, Leos. Oh, I hear you, Socialista. Alrighty, so Virgo is up next. This is going to be Virgo for January the 8th. Virgo, 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 Virgo. All right, your tarot card is the King of Cups. Yay. And let's pull some Lenormand as clarifiers for your King of Cups. Okay. So your Lenormand cards are the tree and the dog. Oh, this is really interesting. This could go a couple of ways. Okay. Virgos, you may have somebody. This could go a couple of ways. You may have somebody that is expressing their love to you, letting you know that they have feelings for you, who is a longtime friend, maybe a lifelong friend. And they're letting you know how they feel about you. They may have romantic feelings for you too. The other way that this could come up is you may have a friend of the family, doesn't have to be lifelong, but a friend of the family who is expressing their feelings to you. But there's something about longevity or family with the tree. This is a loyal friend, a good friend. And this is somebody who has feelings, is very comfortable with their feelings, not afraid to express them. So I think if they haven't before, they'll be letting you know. I hope that that's not really a big surprise. All right. Okay, so that was Virgo. Next up, let's take a peek at Libra. And this is going to be Libra for Wednesday, January the 8th. All right, Libra. Tarot card you got is the 10 of Pentacles. Whoop, whoop. And let's take a peek at our clarifiers in the Lenormand. Those of you who find these videos helpful for yourself, please share them so that other people may find them helpful as well. Oh, baby, baby. Okay, so Libra, tarot card was the 10 of Pentacles, and your Lenormands were the Sun and the Ring. Okay, so this tells me, between these two groupings, this tells me that you have a happy commitment that brings more security into your life. This could even be taking a relationship to the next level with the ring showing up here on the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles can sometimes talk about romantic relationships, sometimes so can the ring. But this is definitely a commitment or an agreement that is coming into a level of more security and more depth tomorrow. Okay, and that is for Libras. Next, we're going to look at Sagittarius. Does not have to be romantic, by the way. Hello there, Wolfheart. Glad to see you in the room. How are you this evening? La, da, da, da. Okay, we're working on Scorpio for, is that right? Scorpio for January 8th. Yesterday I skipped Virgo by accident. I don't even know how that happened. Trying to make sure I'm careful. Scorpios, we have Eight of Swords for our tarot card. Next, we're going to look at the Lenormand to clarify. We had one of the Lenormand cards pop out. We've got more that are trying to, but they haven't made it. I almost want to wait till they do, since I had two that started to. Not force them, but sort of wait and see what the next one is. Almost. Oh, looks like us Scorpios have a lot on our minds, don't we? Keep getting some almost jumpers, but not quite. We're going to take this top card. All right, so Eight of Swords is our tarot card, and our Lenormand, the jumper, was the lilies, and then we also have the scythe. The Eight of Swords just means that we're all up in our head about something, and that we're having a hard time seeing our way around a situation. And that this is because of our own perspective, we have ourselves limited, but in real life, we're not really paralyzed or limited like we think we are. Now, to clarify that, there's a couple of ways to look at this. The scythe can be a cut, but it can also be something sudden. And the lilies can be peacefulness, or they can be sexuality. So there's a lot of different ways that this can be going down. And I think that there's a lot of different ways this is going down for some of us Scorpios. So for some of us, there's this sudden harmoniousness or peacefulness in a family situation, because the lilies would be peacefulness in a family situation, that has us all up in our heads. Like, what on earth? How can this be harmonious? How can this even happen? Okay. And then for others, there's this sudden cut of the peacefulness, or the sudden cut of an affair, of a sexual affair. And this could have us all up in our heads too. Like the affair was cut off, or the peacefulness was cut off. Now there's tension and bickering, and this has us all up in our heads too of, okay, what am I supposed to do about this? Okay. And I do feel like different ones of us have different versions of this story, because if you think about it, for a lot of us, these are very similar storylines. They're just varying degrees on the storylines. And so we've got something that we're all in our heads about, because something happened suddenly, and it either has to do with peace or it has to do with sexuality. Either there was, a sudden offer for peace or a sudden offer for an affair, or it was just suddenly peacefulness was cut out or an affair was cut out, and it just is not what it. We don't know what to do about this. With this Eight of Swords, we just really don't know how to process this or how to receive it or what to do with it moving forward. We may want to try looking at it from another person's perspective to try to help us, maybe a really good friend or something. Problem is, if we're looking at some kind of sexual relationship, then, nobody's really going to know the ins and outs of that like you and the other person. So trying to get somebody else's perspective is going to be a little bit more difficult. We might have to just make our way through this one on our own. All right, let's move on, shall we? Sagittarius, you're up next. This is Sagittarius for January 8th. Sagittarius, you guys have the Tower showing up in reverse, which, by the way, is a good card. The Tower straight up is disconcerting. Coming up in reverse is a good card. I'll explain that here in a minute. You'll see why. Right now, I just want to focus while I shuffle for Sagittarius to get some clarifiers. Okay. So your Lenormand card is the Tower, or your tarot card is the Tower reversed. Your Lenormand cards are the Tower and the Clover. Now, the Tower in Lenormand has a completely different meaning than it does in the tarot. Okay. So let's talk about the Tower reversed, and then let's put the rest of this together into the picture. The Tower reversed does talk about a situation that you had, Sagittarius, where you lost something already that was that felt secure to you, that you thought would be around indefinitely, and you suddenly and unexpectedly it just disappeared out of your life. And so when we've got the Tower reversed, what's happening is you are recovering from that situation and moving forward. So as you're recovering from the situation and moving forward, what you're finding is whatever that was removed from your life suddenly and unexpectedly, now you're replacing it with something even better. So this is a card, when it comes in like this is a card that's saying you're the overcomer. You've come out better than you were before. Okay. Now that's also implied with the Clover card, because the Clover talks about luck, good luck. And this very easily could be about a job with the Tower. This can be about big business, or this can be a government entity. So you could be, you could have something going on in the court system or in the legal system that works out very lucky for you with this Tower reversed and these two cards. Or you could be finding a new job with the Tower reversed. Maybe you lost your old job and you're finding a new job that's actually better than the last one. Look at this Clover. You're very lucky in this new job. Okay. So there's something going on that actually you're an overcomer and you're coming out lucky, probably having to do with big business or with government, one way or the other. Hey, hey, hey. Glad you're here. Sorry to hear that I'm blurry. I hope I'm not blurry for everybody. But I'm happy to be here even if I am. All right, next up I'm looking at Capricorn. This is Capricorn for January the 8th. Thank you everybody for the thumbs ups and for the shares. Capricorn. All right, your tarot card is the Four of Cups in reverse. This is another one that I'd rather have in reverse than right side up. And let's look how we're clarifying that. Okay, Capricorns, your Lenormand cards are the Whip and the Book. Okay, so what we have going on here with this Four of Cups in reverse, let's start with that. This just means that it would be very easy for you to have a pity party right now, Capricorn, but you're not. You're not paying attention to the losses. You're focusing on the opportunities and the things that you can carry forward in a positive way. All right. Now, to clarify that, there is talk about secret things. Kind of want to clarify that some more. Yes, I do. I want to know what kind of secret things. This could be, all right. So where you're looking at opportunities and you're talking about secret things, to me, this could be that you are considering moonlighting or starting a business on the side, actually. And I think that this is probably going to be a business that you would work from home that you're talking about starting on the side. All right. I like it actually. Probably yes. I would say you're moonlighting, you're starting your own business on the side at home. Because when I clarify the book, which is the one that talks about the secret things, we have the bear, the scythe, and the moon. So that is your moonlighting. You're the boss, and you're suddenly doing this. You're just deciding, you know what, I'm doing this. With the tarot clarifiers, you've got the King of Wands in reverse, you've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and you've got the, wait, are they all in reverse? No, they were not all in reverse. I picked them up wrong. Let's see. No, you had the King of Wands was in reverse, which is what tells me your moonlighting will be something that you do from home. You won't be traveling for it. Ten of Pentacles. I think it's going to take a Ten of Pentacles to get it started, but it's going to be profitable once you get going. And the Ace of Cups is something that you love doing. It's something of your choosing. It's not just something that, well, it pays enough and it's close enough and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So that is for Capricorn. Kind of a big message. Very cool. And all of that had to do with looking at opportunities, not paying attention to disappointments. I figured you must if you were telling me that. All right, let's look at Aquarius next. So this is Aquarius for January 8th. So what kind of at-home business are you looking into? Have you narrowed that down yet? Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Here we go. Okay, so Aquarius, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. Notice how he's riding on the turtle. He's the slowest knight in the deck. I think that's cute. All right, so what kind of clarifiers do I have for that? We've got the clover. Ooh, lucky in love. So, wow, this is twice that the Knight of Pentacles has come up and it's not about budget. So Knight of Pentacles just talks about putting energy or effort into, with the clover and the heart, into a lucky love situation. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Aquarius. You're putting your energy and effort into getting lucky in love. All right. So some of you, like literally, this will be about getting lucky. And some of you, you just feel like this person is a really good person for you to be with. And so they're worth you putting the energy and effort into because you feel like you're lucky that you even met them and that they're willing to be in a commitment or a relationship with you. But for some of you, this is super light energy. Some of you, this is not about like a long-term type partnership or anything like that. This is just about, hey, I am pulling out all the stops so that I can get lucky tonight. That's what we've got for you, Aquarius, on Wednesday. So it could be coming in either one of those ways. I'm sure it'll be different for different ones of you. Or maybe for some of you, you'll pull out all the stops to get lucky, and then you'll find out that you actually stumbled across somebody and now you're lucky in love into something more serious. That would be cool too. Right, socialista. All right, so let's look at Pisces. Pisces, 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 Pisces. Getting lucky in love too could be somebody showing you special favor. This is Pisces for January 8th. Your tarot card, Pisces, is the Fool in reverse. Now, for me, the Fool in reverse is continuing something on that has already been going on, that you started as a leap of faith at some point, not knowing exactly where it would lead. Okay. Now, alrighty, let's look at our clarifiers for the Fool. Okay, so we have the Fool for your tarot, and then for the Lenormand, we have the Letter and we have the Anchor. Now, this is telling me that you're getting some kind of contract that has to do with work or stability, probably work. And with the Fool card coming up in reverse, this is telling me that, like, if you're a contractor, then your employment has been renewed. Okay. Um, hmm. For others of you, this could be that you've just been very diligent and looking for work for a while. So getting this contract or getting this employer is a good thing, and it's happening on the 8th. So this would be a day when you're actually signing the contract as per that card. Okay. All right. So this is not really something new. And it may be that the work also is in the same industry or one of the same industries that you've worked in before. But definitely something that brings you, signing some kind of contract that brings you more security. For most of you, that's going to be a work thing. Okay. And that was Pisces. Was that Pisces? I guess that was Pisces. Lucky them. Was that Pisces? Did I just read Pisces for you guys, Socialista? You'll know, since you've got Pisces and Aquarius in your chart. Or do I still owe another sign? Okay, awesome. Cool. Don't want to leave anybody out again. So thank you so much for being here, everybody. I do appreciate it. Those of you who would like to schedule a private reading with me, feel free to do that. I do have contact information listed on the website that's in the description box below. And I love to read, so anybody who wants a reading, I look forward to that. Thank you also for the thumbs up. Those get me in front of more people. And also for the shares. Obviously, those get me in front of more people as well. I like to help as many as I can. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, and peaceful day. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.